Well, what do you know? Brock Purdy's back, and the 49ers set a season high in points with 41. They take this one 41-22. They improve to 7-4, 1 down, 6 to go in the 2025 regular season. This is 49ers Postgame Live, brought to you by Toyota. Tom Rathman joining us today on the show. Matt Mayoko, Rod Brooks, I'm Carlos Ramirez. Tom, your take on the game?
Well, no question about it. I think the quarterback coming back off the injury, the toe, I thought he played an outstanding game. You look at him, 1 sack, no interceptions, very effective today. Played at a high level today. Love to see that when a player comes back.
Rod?
You know, this is the current reality for the Niners. You have an offense that is powerful enough to score enough points to mask a defense that doesn't get a traditional pass rush, is injured, and has coverage issues. It's going to be an interesting way to live over these next few weeks.
You know, so much was said, Matt, about keep it with the hot hand. Keep Mac Jones out there regardless of how Purdy looks. I think that narrative is out the window now.
Yeah, Carlos, today was a very, very sad day for the hot take crowd. Very sad. I feel for all those people who are trying to get clicks and the content creators. But, yeah, no, this was a game that 49ers got their quarterback back on the field. This was a game they had to win. Sky Moore starts it off. They jumped on him early and often. It's what they had to do. This was a no-doubt kind of victory. And now let's see if they can put two together.
Yeah, all right, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, the home of the Cardinals, for the post-game wrap with our 49ers reporter Jennifer Lee Chan live from Arizona. Jennifer, welcome to the show. What did you see from the Brock Purdy-led offense in Week 11?
I mean, it looked like they just played last week, but the last time this group of players has been on the field was Week 1. It was only the first quarter of Week 1. So the connection that he had with George Kittle, with Christian McCaffrey, I mean, it really showed up on the field. They've been practicing a lot together, and it looked like they didn't skip a beat since Week 1, quarter 1. It's been a long time since this group has been together.
So much for no picks, Jennifer. 2 picks today plus a forced fumble. What changed from your perspective about the defense today?
I mean, they played with their assignments, but also it's not a great Arizona Cardinals team. I don't know how many penalties there were, 16 plus by the time I walked down from the press box. This is not a very good Arizona Cardinals team, so this defense can't get too high. They've got to stay focused and stay excitement behind us. They've got to stay focused on what's going to happen next, because they've got to make sure that they're ready for next week. Also, Eddie Pinheiro did just walk by me. He was questionable with a hamstring injury. That's something we're going to have to watch going forward.
Now that you go to special teams, it was a weird game for special teams. Sky Moore kicked it off with that 98-yarder, but then we saw some misses from Pinheiro with extra points, some good field goals, you know, some sour and sweet for the special teams, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this has been a team that's had very big ups and downs from the special teams, but to start off the game with a 98-yard return, I mean, I don't know when the last time I saw that. And also, yes, like you said, the picks. This is the first game they've had multiple picks since last year, Week 8 versus Dallas. So they've got to keep this momentum rolling, and that includes on all phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
Jennifer Lee Chan live from the desert. Thank you so much, Chen. We'll see you back here next week when the 49ers face the Panthers on Monday Night Football. Overreactions brought to you by Toyota. Mr. Matt Mayoko, this offense, this Brock Purdy offense, can lead the 49ers to the promised land. Is that an overreaction?
No, not at all. And it's going to have to, because the defense is still pretty iffy. I mean, the 49ers defense came up with the 3 takeaways in this game, which really helped them win the game. But, man, that final stat sheet is looking ugly for the 49ers pass defense. So I think the offense is what we've been talking about for quite a while. The offense, getting guys healthy, they're pretty much full strength, maybe as full strength as they will be all season. They're going to have to make this the rule and not the exception, those plus 30-point games.
Let me push the boundary here, Tom. Is this a Super Bowl caliber offense?
I think it's a work in progress, to be honest with you.
Yep.
They're getting back all their weapons, and I think that's going to be the key element. And then those players going out and doing it play after play. That's a critical factor right there, playing at that high level, elevating everybody's standard. And they've got a high standard already, but we're talking about elevating even higher.
And, you know, the way you elevate that higher getting more out of Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall, and we talked about this in the green room, the expectation that he would come back and he would have a monster game after missing so many games was a bit misguided. But once he gets a little bit more under his belt as far as reps and as far as weeks, that stretching the ball down the field and threatening from the numbers to the boundaries and going downfield 15, 20 yards, that's going to be a staple of this Niner offense to go with the traditional run game, to go with the untraditional run game of using the short passes. And George Kittle today was absolutely magnificent.
And so was Brock Purdy. Let's compare quarterbacks here on the show. This is the QB comparison. Brock Purdy was back. Jacoby Brissett, too. That number up top, 47 completions by Jacoby Brissett. He just set a new NFL regular season record for completions in a game and tied the NFL record with Ben Roethlisberger with 47 in a game. 82% completion percentage. I mean, those two numbers, he outplayed Purdy on those two just based off of volume. But, Matt, Brock Purdy's game was really, really efficient.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was super sharp. There were a couple passes that, kind of left it out there for the defense. But the thing you saw was that he was decisive. Early on, Kyle Shanahan had this thing scripted. He was dialing him up. That first drive of the game, the first real drive after the one touchdown.
Right.
But, he had an incompletion. But then it was to Juwan Jennings. It was to Demarcus Robinson, and then a 30-yard pass touchdown to George Kittle, and he put it right on the money. So you could tell those guys were open. And, Rod, to your point, one of those early passes, you could see the defense rolling over to Ricky Pearsall's side, which left Juwan Jennings wide open. So it's not only, Pearsall didn't do much. I think he had just the one catch and maybe 0 yards.
Right, yes. Right.
But at least early in the game, you could tell the Cardinals respected the threat of Ricky Pearsall, which is something that defenses haven't done to other receivers on the 49ers this season.
What do you see, Tom, from the Brock Purdy, George Kittle connection? Because we talk so much about him and Pearsall. It's evident that he has this special level of connection with George Kittle.
There's no question about it. I mean, very similar to what Brent Jones and Steve Young used to have. I mean, they were automatic when they were going to each other, that was the target. And you can see it this year, too, with George Kittle. I mean, he's got great elusiveness, getting open in those routes, the deep routes, the short routes. Outstanding, and the quarterback's got a good feel for it.
That first touchdown, Rod, we saw from Brock to Kittle, not the first actual one, the first actual long drive. Brock saw something. He checked it on the line, and then he found Kittle wide open. He checked out of the play to go to Kittle. Yeah. So what does that tell you about Brock Purdy?
Well, what it tells me is that Brock Purdy, of course, has command of the offense, but it also tells me that the explosive play is now in the Niners' offense. This is not to take anything away from Mac Jones, but the Niners did not have many plays of over 20 yards in the pass game. You had a couple of them today, and you had a 20-yard run, which the Niners haven't had all season long. So if the explosive play is now in the mix for the Niners, and again, you didn't have Ricky Pearsall providing those explosive plays, I think it's fair to say that he will be a part of that in the future. You got explosive plays, and you can do it in a traditional way. Right. This Niners offense is capable of leading this defense, which we'll get to is
yeah, it's not that good. Let's go to field vision. The 49ers today showed exceptional field vision. This segment is presented by Zenni. Christian McCaffrey now passes Hall of Famer Marshall Faulk for the most career seasons with 5+ rushing and receiving touchdowns in NFL history with 4. I think, Rod, I'm going to go the other way now. I think we're in the presence of a Hall of Famer. Rod, what do you think about Christian McCaffrey today and overall?
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
He's the best player on this team. He's the one that commands the most attention. Strangely enough, he's been the guy that's been the healthiest this year, and he's the one that absolutely diversifies your offense. He's your leading receiver, he's your leading rusher, and he's the guy that makes the opposing defense have to pay attention to every move that he makes on the field.
Tom, how is he similar and different to Roger Craig?
I mean, this guy is very dynamic as a football player. I mean, there's nothing that he can't do. I mean, you watch him catch the football and then create after the catch. You see him breaking tackles at the line of scrimmage, creating leverage on the defense. And then you see him pass blocking. He has no weaknesses. He's a great player. This is like a bell cow is what you call him.
It's pretty evident when we see now the full array, Matt, of weapons. It's Kittle, it's Pearsall, it's everyone out there. He is the fulcrum of this offensive unit.
He is, and he always will be. He's been that in the past. No, absolutely. Yeah. Just because of what Tom was talking about, just the versatility. He's a guy for all downs. He can hit you on first down. He can be a third down back. You can use him in so many different ways, and he sucks the defense over to where he is, and it just opens it up for everybody. And let's face it, last year when Brock Purdy had not a Brock Purdy type of season, I think the common denominator for that down season was that he didn't have Christian McCaffrey out there. Mm-hmm. He's an easy outlet, an easy pitch and catch when a quarterback gets in a bind, and it's not a throwaway. It can still be an 8, 10, 12-yard reception by just making those easy checkdowns to him.
And things don't have to be perfect for Christian McCaffrey to get rolling. You think about how many times this season Christian McCaffrey has been hit at or behind the line of scrimmage on run plays, and he's still able to get them going for 2, 3, or 4 yards. He can have the defense's full attention in the pass game, yet he will still make things go in that regard. He's a guy to where even if he has everybody's full attention, he's still going to be a net positive for you.
The right decision now on the show. That is presented by Bernardi Zerata, and it is George Kittle. He will always be the right decision, Tom. Last 4 games, look at the targets and receptions, only 1 drop. The receiving yards per reception, the touchdowns. What game did you see today from George Kittle?
I mean, I think he's a future Hall of Famer. No question about that. I mean, he's one of the top elite tight ends in the league now. No weaknesses with his game either. I mean, he's great in the pass game, awesome in the run game, really improves it. And when he plays at his level and plays consistent football, he's one of the best players.
We didn't see Budda Baker today, whether by design or by scheming up on the 49ers. Kittle was there was nothing to stop Kittle today other than spreading the ball to other targets, right?
Yeah, I mean, what you said about with that graphic, 24 targets and 23 receptions.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of says it all right there. I mean, we talk about the same stuff we said about Christian McCaffrey. In a sense, we could say about George Kittle, just being a very comfortable target for a quarterback like Brock Purdy is so accurate. And when you have 2 guys like that you can absolutely count on, and now if you get Juwan Jennings playing at the level that he looked like he was playing at today, and get Ricky Pearsall back, there's some continuity now on the offensive line with guys being healthy. So the offense has not been in this good a shape since
week 1.
Since the 2023 season.
Oh yeah.
What is it about a great quarterback and a great tight end connection? I mean, the history of the game is filled with them. I can go to Brady and Gronkowski. Now I can go with Steve Young and Jones. There's so many of them. League-wide now, Mahomes and Travis Kelce. What is it about the Brock Purdy-Kittle connection that stands out to you?
You always know where he's going to be, and you just mentioned it, Matt. 24 targets, 23 receptions. He never drops the ball. So, if you get it to him, he's going to catch it. He's going to make some things happen.
What is it about it when you have that connection, Tom?
A lot of times he's in the second 1 or 2 progression. Mm-hmm. So when you're in the 1-2 progression, you're going to get a lot of footballs. And that's what's happening with the tight ends and the quarterbacks. They're shorter throws, which are easier completions. So quarterback sees it, evaluates it, easy check down, so.
Can they be, Matt, the best quarterback tight end duo in Niner history?
Oh, boy. Let's pump the brakes on that one.
Can they? I said can. I said can. I said can. Projection to the future, not are they. Can they be?
They can be. Absolutely. They can be because, Brock Purdy is, we've seen Brock Purdy enough to know that he's a really good quarterback. Kittle is a Hall of Famer, but, boy, some of those others in 49ers history, Jones and
you're talking Hall of Famers now. We're getting in the Hall of Fame. So.
Yeah. But we know what the standard is. You got to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're even asking that question, I think, kind of speaks volumes.
All right. Quick break here on the show. When we come back, we'll hear from the 49ers head coach, Kyle Shanahan, live from the desert. There he goes, a happy man. We'll see what he says. Postgame, that's on the other side.